decided to visit the other city in Poland. And when we got there, this is their bus station. Guys, this is so amazing. We were actually looking for a bus that would take us back to the capital city, which is Warsaw. And when we got in there, they told us, we are so sorry, other buses coming here are going to either Czech or Austria, but we have to wait till 3 a.m. And we needed to go back to our hotel the same day because, man, we were so hungry. I and my friend. This was actually the first time I visited Poland with my friend. And she was like, no, we needed to go. So we boarded a taxi from that city to Warsaw. And that was it. And when we got there, it was already night. And she said, you know what? We are so hungry. We should go grab kebab or we should just roam around to see what the nightlife looked like. That was a club. So people were just outside. It was just like close to the hotel where we were. And we were like, okay, we're just going to roam around this area. And after we grab the kebab and we can be able to go. So we decided to like stroll around the city to see what is happening because like we had limited time. I think we stayed about was it 2 days? Yes, 2 or 3 days. I can't really remember. But those 2 days was as if it was so short. And I was like wondering, man, that means we needed to come back to this Poland because the very first time I went to Poland, it was in a haste because I needed to do my documents. I had to pass through Poland. So I was there, I breezed in and out, and that was it. Guys, we are staying close to the Centra, and this is the place. It was raining, and like, it's so beautiful. There is something about Poland that I really love. When you leave Lithuania and you go to Poland, you will see like how big the place is and like it's so spacious. Maybe because you're coming from, how do I say, a very small city, but once you're in Poland, like, and you've stayed in Lithuania for a while, you see how spacious it is. So at this point, when we finished everything we came to do, this is like a compilation of all the clips. It will enable those of you that really want to come and study in Poland to be able to see different parts of the city. So this was like the first videos that I did when I visited. So this is another part of the city when I visited. And on this video as well, you guys are going to be seeing the other part of the city. So this will enable you to make like informed decision. The reason is because each country has their own benefits, like I always say. So after which we hopped on our taxi and we started going back to the bus station because it was the bus we used. I think from Lithuania to Poland should be about give or take 7 hours thereabout. So that was how we hopped on the taxi. And we were going back to the bus station because that is where we are going to take our bus back to Lithuania. So for those of you that are actually coming to Lithuania, that means if you are in Lithuania, by God's special grace, you can be able to travel to Poland anywhere you want to go within the Schengen. But make sure you add your, what is it called? You add your Lithuania resident permit, very important. And apart from that, your international passport, another very important stuff, because people usually used to think that, oh, I already have my Lithuanian resident permit or my Polish resident permit, I don't need my country's international passport. That is not how it works. Because when you get to the border and you're about to cross, they are definitely going to ask you about your international passport, which shouldn't be taken for granted. So always make sure you go along with it. So this is other part of the city that leads us to the bus station where we are going to be catching the bus for we to go. Another thing I want you guys to look at in this video is the environment. When I mean the environment, like how Poland looks. So if you look closely, if you've been following me for a while, you're going to understand that Poland environment, or the way the Polish environment is looking, is not totally different from Lithuania. In fact, as a matter of fact, if I didn't tell you guys this is Poland, you're going to be thinking it's another part or another side of Lithuania. But for those of you that are very observant, you're going to see the slight differences. Their buses are not the same. In Lithuania, I think their buses is just red. Yeah, it's red and the numbers are not the same. But for Poland, of course, it is a different color of the bus. So while we are going on the way, I am my friend. I think she was busy on the other side of the car. I was just there trying to capture as many as I can be able to capture while I'm on the road, because I do not have a time and we are basically working on time. If we miss it, we miss our buses. That means we have to get another bus, which is not a good idea for me because I had job to do the next day. So I had to like rush in and rush out to be able to catch up with my time. Poland is so big, like super big, very, very big. Like it's a very big country. I can still remember, guys, when I was going to Austria from Poland, because the journey was like I moved from Austria. I'm going to tell you guys about that gist. So here, what we decided to do? We said, okay, let's branch in the African restaurants in Poland. So for those of you that will be going to Poland, just look at the road closely so you can be able to see that African restaurant. The guy is from, I think, Gambia. Yes. He cooks really, really good. Like, his food is amazing. That is my friend over there. His food is so amazing. So we said, okay, before we miss our bus, when we checked and we found out, oh, we still have time. She was like, okay, then let's go to the African restaurant to go grab us some food. Well, let's see what they have. So after eating, we can start going back to the bus station again, since we have some time. So yeah, you can already see it. This is it. So if you're coming, Taco African Kitchen Restaurant, yeah. After eating, we started going. I didn't have the time to I didn't have the time to snap the food because, man, most of the times I even forget that I have to like put all of those things in place. To be candid, I don't keep it at the back of my mind because did you guys see what I was saying? If you look at the bus, you see the difference. It's looking like Spanish flag, yellow and red, while Lithuanian buses are just red. So that is how you know the differences, because how are we going to have yellow and red bus inside Lithuania? It's not possible because that is not their country buses. So this is us. We got to the bus station. We were to use, I think, Flixbus. Man, it was really funny because guys, they were announcing the bus numbers in Polish. So if you don't know, you don't know. And we left. So here is the Centra. I think they call it Centrum or Centra. Yeah. You see how big this place is? Like, it's so big and it's so cute. This edifice, I really loved it. I was just zooming it from our hotel. I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. It's so cute. And to be candid with you guys, it's a very big place. And after I spoke to the guy that is working at the restaurant, because I was really trying to find out, yeah, this is also the capital. I was trying to find out, I'm like, what's going on? How is Poland? How is everything? So yeah, this is the Warsaw Centralina. Yes, which is like the central station where you can take. Guys, the good thing is that they have tram. We don't have tram in Lithuania. This church, when I said that, oh my god, it's so cute. Like, I couldn't just get my eyes off it. They have tram in Poland. Okay? We don't have it. I think I saw tram too in what is it called? In Portugal. They have it as well. After then, we decided to go to the zoo. I'm like, oh my god, let's see. Though at the entrance, they were saying no cameras. Okay, no. At the entrance, there was no signal for no cameras. So I could like take those videos within or inside. I was just making my videos. I saw this stuff that looked like a cave or something, like all these ancient village stores. This is where you sit down and roast corn in Africa, or you buy your pears or all those stores. And I was like, okay, what are these things being used for? It looks so African. And I didn't go deep. I didn't go inside. My safety, because when I'm at the zoo, I'm very conscious. And we had to go to the side of the elephant. I don't really like going to the zoo, guys. The reason is because I just feel those animals are usually constrained, and at that point, it makes me a little bit uncomfortable. So that's why. But I tried to go, and later we went to see. I saw this. We went to the aquarium side of the zoo. It was really like, how do I say, a very hectic day, because to begin with, that zoo was very big, and we needed to go around the zoo. At some point, my legs started aching, and I was like, okay, what is this? Like, it was so big. I'm not even sure we checked everything. Like, it was really, really big. So we went to this side of the aquarium for us to see. Like, I wanted to see the kind of species of fishes that they had. Though at the zoo, when we got there, most of the spaces were just empty and nothing was really happening there. So this is how big the zoo is. I'm just, how do I say, I'm at the middle of the road. The entrance is like we got lost at this zoo. It's so funny. When we finished, like, when we were at the zoo, we got lost. Thank you. Because the way we entered was totally different when we wanted to leave. This sculpture, when I saw this sculpture, it was scary, but I just have to like capture it. It was like, I was like, oh my god, how do we find our way outside of this place from this zoo? This was when we got lost. We couldn't find our way. We came back again to where we left from. I was so pissed. And when I saw this ant or praying mantis or whatever it is, I was like, okay, let me capture these praying mantis first before I start finding my way. Luckily, after everything, we were able to find our way outside of the zoo. And that is the tram that just passed now. So tram is totally different from like the normal bus we are using. But they are all still serving the same purposes. You see what it is like. The place is so developed. For those of you that really want to come to Poland, I would really encourage you to come and study here, because it's a very beautiful country. But from what they were explaining to me when I spoke with the lady that is in Poland, that has, I think she has been there for more than 5 years or so. She's married to a Polish. So she was explaining to me that in Poland now, the best schools is either you're coming to their public university or you are coming to study through Vistula University. So that is the Trump I was talking about. So the good news is that we are already working with the Vistula University. And that university is a group of universities because they have like a lot of courses, be it in IT, be it in business, whatever you want. You get? So, guys, if you want, because they assist even with the visa and everything. So that is a very good school, and all we have to do is to share it with general public. For those of you that are actually willing and are interested to really come to study in that university, is one of the best. And the good thing is that you can wait before I continue about the school. Can you see the city? Like, it's super duper beautiful. Like, it's fine. That is the Trump coming. You understand? We do not have it in Lithuania. Okay, this Trump actually makes life more easier, but I don't understand because Lithuania is small compared to Poland. So like, I think they're just doing things on how do I say, according to their population. So even at that, because since I came to Lithuania, I wouldn't say I've had any kind of transportation issues. I give it to them, unless you're late to the bus stop. Once you get to the bus stop, amazing. So here we got stuck, or we stopped for some reasons, best known to the driver, and we continued the journey again. I just love the fact that you are in the middle of the road and you're still trying to get to your destinations. Everything is just fine. Yeah, the people, I would say, is very very lively, and there is a lot of activities ongoing. For the period I stayed in Poland, I think I was there for like about, was it 3 days? Yeah, and the greenery in the country is actually commendable. They have like almost the same thing like in Lithuania. We are just passing, just seeing a lot of greenish grasses, flowers everywhere. So it's this kind of modern city intertwined with nature, something like that. So I really love it. Like, each time I see greens, I want to make sure I capture each and every one of them. So like I was saying, here we are headed back from the zoo this time to this is other part of the city. Like, this video is basically about tours, the university that we are working with. It's not just the Fistula University, but due to the visa issue, not all universities are actually willing to be going through this with you. This is the city. It's so beautiful and it's so big. We were headed to the Centra again because most of the happenings are within the Centra. And also I'm going to talk about how we went to the Old Town, because in each of these how do I say, European states, they are usually what they call the Old Town. So we were already approaching the Centralina, that's what they call it. So I was like, okay, let's capture everything we can capture. Let's go through it. Let everybody see it and enjoy. So this is us when we go to this Old Town. The Old Town had like these concrete buildings that were so beautiful. I'm like, okay, let's see. This Old Town, like, the street is so lengthy, guys. That was another thing. Like, can you see how beautiful this place is looking? And I was like, okay, let's see. Let me take some pictures, and it's not a bad idea for me to grab me some pictures. So after which I said, okay, I'm going to be moving down because we needed to see the end of the street, which I thought was so easy. It wasn't an easy task because this Old Town, oh my god. I think it covers, let me say, the entire, how do I say, it covers the entire Lithuania old town, like times two, because we kept on working. When I mean working, we were just working, roaming around, and it looks as if it was endless. At some point, I got exhausted and I got tired. I just wanted to stop working and do something else, like eat or drink something, because oh my goodness, guys, it was really, really, how do I say, stressful, but indeed it was worth it. Hmm. Looking at it, because when I told my friends I'm going to Poland again, they were like, "Is your placenta tied in Poland?" I'm beginning to think that as well, because this should be. So this is us still moving down the old, going towards the old town. I was just saying like the city to know what is happening here. Read up some stores. There were a lot of like sculptures on the road. We just need to be taking those photos, and we just kept moving down everywhere we were going. When it comes to neatness, another thing I want to talk about, I observed in Poland, the country is neat. The country is very, very neat, and they do have quite a population, because all the streets that I was walking through in Poland, none was without people. Like, it's a crowd, in the sense that you will always meet a lot of people on the streets, going to work, going about their businesses, living their lives. It is an active country. It's not boring. Yeah, I was never bored, because, like, of course, like, guys, in Poland, there are a lot of things I picked those days. Like, hmm, people do businesses like they do in Africa, even the white folks. When we went to the zoo, like this, now we are moving towards the old city. When we went to the zoo, guys, like they were literally calling us to come and buy stuff. Like, do you understand? The same way that if you go to the market in Africa, people will be calling you, come and buy my stuff, come and do this. That is how they were calling us. I was like, what? People are really hustling. The white, whatever color it is, they are hustling for their businesses. This is a business. Like, when I went there, I saw a different kind of business that is relatable to something that we usually do back home. And I was like, okay, unlike here in Lithuania, that who calls you to come? Who is call? If you don't want to buy, you can leave it, like that kind of attitude, right? Or it was totally different. Like I mentioned before, the streets are very pretty, and apart from their business ethics or their inquisitions to be able to, of course, do sell to you, the people are very lively and happy. Okay, while we were walking, you could just see people talking on the street, having fun, taking pictures, like doing anything they want to do. So that is another thing that I noticed. And apart from that, it's a very busy place. It's a very busy place. I really enjoyed it. We were just roaming down, like I said. It's not a joke, because like it goes down, 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 and down. Because imagine you walking like that long distance. I can't even. I think we were on this street for like close to 2 hours or so, because we had to just keep moving. I am just giving you guys this tour so that you can be able to make your decisions. Poland is not bad. Trust me, it's not bad. It's not bad. And another thing I was told, or I was informed when I was asking the question, because I really wanted to know what's the situation. Before, it usually takes time when it comes to the documentations of students, but I was informed that now things are a bit faster, because if you're a student and if you are using the Vistula University, I was informed that Vistula University is one of the best universities that you can use to be able to get what you want, because it is a private university. And apart from that, they also shared another information with me, which I really find very interesting. I was informed that if you come in with tourist visa, I saw this sculpture and I was like, oh wow, this is so cute. This man might have been like, he should be very tall. They told me that if you come in with tourist visa, you can be able to convert it either to, what is it called? Either the studies. Yeah, studies was what they told me. About the jobs, I know that most of you are really interested to hear. Well, I heard there are jobs, but I did not ask in-depth questions about the job because I wasn't even paying attention with the job. I was just curious about how beautiful the city was, and apart from that, I was just here to capture all, or what I can't capture all is a very big place. Just majority of the some part of the city, and share it with you guys. So if you are coming to Poland or you want to come to Poland, you can make your decisions and you can hear from the horse's mouth. It is a good place to go, and it's a good place to go and study. And that university, the best part is that they give admission so fast, which means if all your document is complete, you can apply through us if you want to apply to Fistula University. As a company, we have an agreement with them and we have our own link to give to our students. So if you apply through us, the priority is usually high. I think it should be within 4 days. You should be able to get your, what is it called? You should be able to get your admission, because we are going to be giving you the link, which is our company link, to enable you to make your application for it to be faster. We are still walking down Old Town, guys. You see what I'm saying? Like, the place is so big, and we are still moving towards the end of the road. So far so good. We are close to Old Town, and while we were going, I saw this sculpture that I really really loved. It was so beautiful, and I told myself I am just going to capture this sculpture, and let's see how it goes. So now on this street I met some Georgians, and they were like, oh, you look so beautiful, can we take some pictures? I was like, yeah. Where are you from? I told them I'm Nigerian, and I was like, where are you from? They said they are Georgian. Like, oh yeah, can we take some pictures with you? I was like, why not? So they started interviewing me because they wanted me to speak Georgia. I started speaking Georgian, and I was just trying out my skills to check if I still remember anything or I forgot everything. I spoke what I could, and at the end of the day, we took cool pictures and they left. So here we go. We are just at the Old Town. This is the Poland Old Town, which is also a very beautiful and amazing place. Now, I noticed one thing that is similar to Lithuanian Old Town, which is insane amount of restaurants. Like, for each entrance, you can see a restaurant. Like, on the left, on the right, at the back, at the front, all these are restaurants. So that means if you're in Poland and you decide not to be cooking, my dear, you will eat and eat and eat, because they have their own currency. Another thing I wanted to share with you guys, they have their own currency and they are also using euros, which means if you have euros, you can just exchange it or change it to their currency. And when you do that, things are a bit cheaper. Now, when we traveled, we figured out another thing. If you don't change the money, if you don't change to their own currency, and you are using euros or your European card or Lithuanian card, whatever card you're using, the charges is more. The person I was with, that was the person that told me this information, because I was like, oh wow, the charges is more. And he was like, oh, you have to buy their currency or exchange their currency to enable you do whatever you want to do at a cheaper rate without insane amount of charges. Now, the good thing here is that we went to the old town. We walked as much as we could because it was another part of exercise, and we decided to head off to the mall because he wanted me to see the mall as well. And the good thing, it was like a tour guide. He has lived there for years. He understood everything. I've been in Poland for more than one time, but I didn't go to all these places. So we came back again to the city center. I saw this edifice. I was like, ooh, this is beautiful. So at this point, we are just at the city center, and I was like, okay, let me capture this area. So those of you that are going to be coming, you can also have a view or a glimpse of what this country look like. So that is why I did this insane amount of walking to give you guys clue on how big the place is. After which we decided to go stand at the bus station, which is known as the Centrum 10. And another thing, guys, their bus stations have numbers, which is not the same in Lithuania. In Lithuania, it's very, very easy for you to get lost. In Poland, the buses have numbers. You can see Centrum 10, Centrum 4, Centrum 3, 5, whatever. So if you check on your phone and you see your location and the bus number, it takes you directly to where you need to stand for you to get the next bus to take you to where you're going. So I think that organization really helps a lot when you want to find a bus station. For instance, we have Stotis here in Lithuania. Yes, this is what their bus look like inside. I couldn't really capture it properly because of where I was sitting. I was just still in love with the city, and I was just trying to capture the entire environment and the entire city. This is another part of the city as well. It was just all about roaming, and unfortunately there was an accident when we were going back to our hotel on the road, and that caused a little traffic, guys. The car was really shattered, and I was like, oh my god, I just hope everybody's fine. We were using the tram, and the tram was just there. And with the tram, what I was told is not every bus or the traffic is not every traffic that, how do I say, that affects them, which means while normal buses are waiting for the traffic, the tram is just on a move, is moving. So which means if you want a faster movement, or if you want to get to where you are, you can see those lines, those are for the trams. If you want to get faster to where you're going, from their explanation, the tram is one of the fastest, because I think they are on their own world, they are on their own lane. You can see those road you're seeing there are for the trams, yeah, the same. So that really made life very easy, very fast. And apart from that, people don't sleep in Poland. They are early risers, maybe because of the kind of businesses that they do, and it's a busy place. So we got to where we are staying, and I was just trying to capture the environment. Ha! This place was good though, but the problem that we had, heat showed us shiggy. And we finished and we decided, okay, let's go back to the mall to see what is happening. This is when we were coming back to Lithuania again. I needed to capture their malls. For those of you that will come here or that will be moving here to study, you can come here to take yourself some pictures. The mall is big, the edifice is fine, proper arrangement, everything is okay here. And things are not ridiculous in terms of the prices because I went in to Zara to check, and we decided to compare some prices, and we saw that in Lithuania is more expensive, but in Poland is cheaper. Even some bags, some boxes we bought in Lithuania, we went and we compared the prices. So thank you for watching, and I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and also click on the notification button. Peace out.